In this video, we're going to look at step 3 of using Google Meets with your students, and that's simply getting into the meeting on the date and time that you are having the meeting. So we're going to pretend that it is now 10:50 a.m. on March 31st, and we all are ready to start getting into the Google Classroom. As the teacher and the students, I'm going to click on this link and I'm going to open the live link that's underneath. Now, you will again see this screen and I'm going to click on Join Now. In other videos, I'm going to go over other options that you may see on the screen. So once you're up and ready with this, check out some of those little tidbits to make things even fancier and fun. But for now, we're going over the basics. So let's click Join Now. Now, on this screen, let's go over some of the tools that you will see. Over in the bottom left corner, you can make this video go up. I'm actually going to turn my camera off. There we go. So you're going to see all the details for the meeting. So the important thing about this is that if for some reason you need to send that link and you're inside the meeting, maybe something great is happening and you'd like to invite a co-teacher in, you can copy and paste the link from right here. Also, when we get into scheduling these through the calendar, you will see all of the details that have been added into calendar. That's great to use to meet up with colleagues. From there, you can see this is the mute button, hang up button, and turn your camera on and off. When you're in this Google Classroom Meet with your students, the very first thing you absolutely should show them is how to turn their microphone on and off. I am going to show you how you can mute your students, but you can't turn their microphones back on. So it's really important to show them how to use these 3 buttons before you proceed with your first meet. Here we have the option to turn on captions. This is pretty neat. You'll see along the bottom of the screen that Google is using voice to text to keep me informed of anything that's being said. We're going to come back in another video to present now. That pretty much shows your computer screen to everyone in your Google Meet. Next to that, there's a little 3-dot menu for more options. I'm going to turn my captions off. And here I can click Record Meeting. This will send out a consent window to everyone at the meeting. Everyone must consent to it being recorded in order for it to record. You can also play around with changing the layout as you see fit, going to full screen, and here again we can turn on captions from this menu. All of these are things that you can check out on your own. Some of them may be things that are useful to you, others you may never touch. Up here, this little grid window is in another video. It's an extension you can add, and I will be showing you that. That's going to mimic Zoom. Every participant will come up as a box inside this main window. Here, I can access all of the people. So if I had a large group of people in here, I would see a long list. And from there, I can click on each individual person and I can mute them and boot them. And we're going to be looking at that in another video. Finally, next to people, you will see chat. The chat window is where students and fellow meeters can come in and type questions and comments while their microphone is muted. All they simply have to do is type and click the send message button. Those are the very basics to get you going. Now, best practice, you're going to hear me say this in just about every video. The teacher needs to be the last one to leave this meeting. In a future rollout, that's going to ensure that students cannot rejoin using that link. So we are going to get in the habit of being the last one out. We're going to hang up by leaving the call, and This rejoin button will only appear if you are the teacher. The students will not see that. Then we're immediately going to go into our Google Classroom and we're going to go to the menu and delete that link. This is very important because we want to make sure that students no longer have access to that live stream. And that will take effect in future updates that are currently rolling out through Google.